Year, everyone. Hopefully you've had a lovely Christmas break. And if you didn't celebrate Christmas, hopefully you still managed to take some time off and enjoy the holiday season in general. Today's my first video of 2023 and I'm super excited for this particular video because today we are discussing my best and my worst luxury purchase of 2022. I wanted to say 23, but it's 22, right? Because we're just first day of 23. I'm really excited about this list, particularly because I have only 3 things on the worst purchase, which is a good sign. It essentially means I haven't really thrown away my money, for lack of a better word. And I'm quite excited about that because I do hate regret purchases. If you're a returning viewer, you should really be a subscriber. But if you're a returning viewer, a subscriber, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Odette and I do fashion and lifestyle videos for the working girl, and we discuss everything from affordable fashion all the way to luxury. Today we are discussing luxury purchases. I want us to end on a high note, so I'm going to start with my worst purchases for this year. I just have 3 things to talk about. The first one is this green Bottega Veneta cassette bag. This bag is definitely an influenced purchase. I think that's the right word, which means I was influenced to purchase it. Arguably one of the most photogenic bags of 2021 because it was more popularized in 2021, especially on social media, than it was 2022. I love straps because then I can be hands-free, which is how I prefer to do, especially if you live in a place like London where you commute a lot to wherever you're going. You kind of want to be hands-free half the time, and that's why I decided to pick this one up versus the Jodie bag, because I was kind of in between both of them. I didn't know which one to go for. This is definitely regret because I've only ever worn it once, and that time I kind of had to force myself to wear it because when I purchased it I never wore it. Now I'm the kind of person that whenever I purchase something I would wear it non-stop up until the point where I have to stop myself from actually wearing it and pick something else up. So with this one that wasn't the case. It was kind of the opposite, where I had to force myself to wear it instead of naturally gravitating towards it. What I don't like about it, the bag itself is quite bulky. I know it's a padded cassette bag. If I didn't want something that was bulky, I should have gone for the non-padded one. But I prefer this in terms of look. It's just in terms of practicality, it's just too bulky. It just felt very weird on my body. When I wore it crossbody, it just seemed quite big on me. It wasn't working for me. It's not even the color, because I do love the color. It's just the style of the bag. It's not my style. This is definitely one example where I wish I would have bought like a dupe first and tried it out, and then I probably would have known that there's no way I would have reached for this bag. So it's definitely a regret, and I will be selling it. My second luxury regret is this Ruslan, is it Baginski? I think that's how you pronounce it. Ruslan Baginski hat. Now you see it's very similar to the one I have here. This one, it was actually custom made and I got it from Etsy. This one I picked it up, I think in the large. This is a large, which is the biggest size. What I don't love about this hat is really the brim. This is too narrow for me. I would have loved for this part to be a bit wider. I'm going to switch hats so you can see how it is on me. So you've seen how this one is. It's literally at the edge of my face. Probably extends a bit more like the ends of the, I don't know what this is called, the brim. But yeah, this part is quite wide and I think it frames my face a lot better. And I'm going to wear this one so you can see how it actually looks. So this is how this one looks. It's not ugly, but if I had to choose between this random hat and this, I always reach for this like 90% of the times. I have to remind myself that I have another hat and it probably is not the worst thing ever. And so I should reach for it. But you see with this one, yes, it extends up to here, but I think it's because it kind of faces downward instead of a bit upward. This, I would have loved for it to be a little bit more like this. So basically like this. I don't know how to describe it. But you can see this is a bit wider the way it is. And this one is it's a lot more narrow. So that's why I kind of feel like, no, I don't plan to sell this one or anything because I can still wear it and still enjoy it. It's just not something I reach for all the time, and I would have preferred to spend that money on something else like a jumper or something that I would wear quite often. If I'm spending more than £70 on something, I really do want to get my money's worth out of it. If I don't, it kind of pisses me off a little bit. My final regret is this Hermes boots. So first of all, it's a very pretty boot. But I remember once I was kind of running errands the whole day in this, and at some point it started hurting around here on my feet. So this is after maybe, I want to say about 6 hours of moving around. By the 6th hour, I started to feel a bit of strain here, which I was quite surprised by. For that kind of money, I don't want to feel any kind of strain, especially on a flat boots. You know, there shouldn't be any kind of strain. But I think the way this is designed, it's quite I don't want to say hard. Whatever it does, it hurts my feet here after like 6 hours, which pisses me off. The final thing that I don't like about this boot is that it's so smooth at the bottom. When I walk, if it is rain, I have to be extremely careful because it doesn't have any grip here. So it's quite slippery. Even when I'm at work and I go around the lift area, it does have a wooden floor or something similar to that. If I'm not careful, I do feel like slipping. Like I have to catch myself so I don't slip and fall. For that kind of money, I really don't want to be feeling any of that. Like I need this to do what it's supposed to do. I need the grip to be there. I don't need to feel any kind of tension around the front of my feet. So it's this kind of stuff that I just feel like I could have spent that money on something cheaper and probably even eliminated all of these issues that I had with it. I do love this boot. I love the simplicity of it. I love the fact that it's designer, but it's not obvious that it's designer unless you know kind of the Hermes lock, and I'm pretty sure there might be dupes of this out there, so you probably still wouldn't know. Yeah, so because of that, I'm pretty sure I could have bought a similar kind of boot, but for a fraction of the price, basically. Yeah, and not only that, the leather at the front has also started to wear, and I'm just like, really? So it is definitely a regret, but I do want to get my money's worth out of it, so I still wear it as often as I can. So that's it for my worst purchases of this year. Now I'm going to go to my best purchases. I'm going to start with the Aj dresses or Aj dresses. I don't know how to pronounce whether it's Aj or Aj. But I bought 2 dresses this year. I haven't yet done the unveiling. I filmed the video, but I never actually showed it to you guys. But one day I would put it out there. But I bought 2 dresses, which are incredibly beautiful. I've not actually worn either of them out yet because I've not had somewhere to wear it. I bought it in the end of summer sales. But hopefully 2023, this year, is going to be the year for me to wear these dresses because they're so beautiful and they deserve to be seen by everyone. Next item that I picked up, which I think is extremely beautiful, is my KT top. Again, another item that I haven't worn yet because it's still quite tight on me. I bought it on sale, still part of the end of summer sale. It was for a really good price and I was like, I'm never gonna find a KT top at this price. I definitely consider it one of my favorite purchases of this year just because it's a top I've always been after. I got it for a fraction of the price. At the moment, I am going to the gym to tone up because I have quite a bit of back fat. It doesn't look as flattering on me. But when I get my body right, we would be featured in that top all the time. The next item, my card, is this gorgeous Louis Vuitton card holder. I absolutely love this card holder. I use it now so much. Before I had like a mini wallet from Sunrev and that's what I used all the time. But now, especially when I'm carrying my mini bags, and I'll show you an example of one of those, that's the bag right there. If I want to have my phone in it and if I also want to have my portable charging bank, there's not much that can fit inside, and so having this it's just been a lifesaver for me. If I don't want to carry big bags, I just literally chuck this in. So I'm pretty sure I've gotten my money's worth from this by now. Basically, I use it all the time. So this is definitely a plus for me. Again, another item that I haven't worn yet is this gorgeous Calibri pumps from Fendi. Navy blue with the Fendi print all over it. This is just to die for. When I wear it, it's just so pretty. I just haven't found the right outfit to wear it with because I have so many other heels that I love to wear. But this, I definitely consider this a favorite purchase for me. Granted, I've worn it for about an hour and just walked around the house. I probably shouldn't say it's my favorite just yet until I've tested it out, but I don't see anything going wrong with these shoes. That's what that looks like. What I love about this is that it's perfect if you have wide feet. So I do have wide feet and I'm a size 41 in this. If this was narrow feet, which is typically how a lot of shoes are, even designer shoes, I would normally have to go to a 41.5 or 42, but this is wide feet, so it's a perfect 41 for me and it fits me perfectly. Still in the Fendi spirit, a bag that I absolutely love, one of my favorite bags of this year, and I've worn quite a bit this year, is my Fendi Baguette. This year was the 25th anniversary of Fendi, and they released a bunch of, well, re-released a bunch of their old baguette designs. And I have to say, I did go through all of them. I looked at them and I thought to myself, which one would I buy? Nothing beats this one. Like, this is definitely a purchase that I'm super happy that I got. It was quite a hard to find bag. I remember when it just came out, which was actually towards the end of last year. It was so popular, it got sold out quite quickly. So I went to Cameroon, which is my home country, got married there. On my way back, we stopped at Turkey. As soon as I entered inside Fendi, I saw this hanging literally then. I believe this was the last one in Europe as well. This was like a rush type of purchase at the airport, but arguably one of my best purchases of this year. Super happy that I found it. If you're enjoying the video so far, please go ahead and give us a like and consider subscribing because This is the kind of videos I do on my channel. And if you're into luxury, if you're into fashion and all that kind of good stuff, this is a channel that you definitely want to be subscribed to. So go ahead and click the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you know every single time that I upload. I saved the best for last, and these two bags are arguably my most, like, if I had to repurchase them again, I would do so in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even think twice about it. I would go for it 100%. And it's actually my two Chanel bags. So the first one is actually this mini bag. This bag is just a heaven sent. It's perfect. I mean, I have nothing negative to say about this bag. It's a bag that I reach for all the time. I have to stop myself from purchasing it. This is a good example of how I know a purchase is a good purchase, because from the moment I purchased it, I couldn't stop putting it down. It's the perfect shade of green as well, because it goes with absolutely everything you can think of. With blue, it would look perfect. With camel, it looks great. I wear it a lot with my camel coat. Against anything, it just looks great. It's like a great alternative to a black bag. If you've been watching me for some time, then you know I'm kind of allergic to black bags. I tend to prefer bags with a bit of color because it makes it slightly interesting. I remember the other day I went to Dior to look at a bag, and there was this lovely lady that as soon as I entered, she was like, oh my god, I love your bag. I got freaked out for a second because I'm like, what's happening? And then she was so excited because she wanted to say she loved my bag and she loved the way I'd styled it with my camel coat. That was very kind of her. But yeah, it's this beautiful dark green, forest green Chanel mini top handle with champagne gold hardware. I remember when I first purchased this, I'm going to put a link to the video. When I first purchased this, I was very unsure about it. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it. The moment I started wearing it, I was just like, yes, I'm keeping it. My intuition was right. This is one of my favorite bags, and it's a bag I always reach for. Another purchase that is literally my heart. This is 100% a bag I manifested because I bought it this year, but it came out, so it came out 2018 for the cruise collection, but that would be considered 19C. This bag is just incredible. It's a bag I haven't worn in a while just because we're in the winter, it's raining. I'm not about to destroy my tweed bag because I want to wear it. I'm keeping this baby for when we get into the warmer months, and I will start rocking her all over again. This is just a heaven sent bag. It would look amazing against a number of colors, as you can see. I would definitely put a link down in the description bar if you want to see how I got this bag, considering that it's an 18 cruise bag. I got so lucky with this. It's a bag that I looked for on the pre-love market. I actually was looking for it in the mini size, never saw it. Finally, I actually bought it from Harrods in the boutique, and one of the reasons why I was able to get it was because they said it was still in the warehouse, obviously, and purple was the color of the year, and so they thought to bring it out and they can make some money from it, which they absolutely did. Through me. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite bags that I picked up. Now there's one bonus bag that I'm going to add to this list. My Dior bag. That bag, it was my birthday present to myself this year. It's a really special bag to me, extremely expensive. The only reason why I'm on the fence about it is because I do question whether I should have waited and gotten this one instead. The only thing that kind of makes me feel like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have gotten this one is because I do have a blue bag already. And there's just something about this other bag here, like the Dior one, the one that I actually got. There's something about it. Now the only issue that I have with it, I have two main issues with the bag and things I don't like about the bag, but that's the nature. One of it is the nature of the bag, which is the fact that when you wear it crossbody, which is typically how I like to wear it, the handles are weird. They can't actually fold over, and I hate that about the Dior bag. The other thing is the fact that it's such a special piece and you just can't wear it with everything. It doesn't go with anything, and it's best one top handle. I haven't yet found a Tweety that goes perfectly with it because it already has a lot going on. Usually when you see Twillies, they have their own unique designs on them, and they're meant to add a bit of character to the bag. But this bag is already a special bag in its own right. And so by the time you add a Twilly on it, it just really makes the bag look extremely busy, which kind of takes away from the bag itself. So I need to find a very muted Twilly, which I've been struggling to find. But other than that, whenever I look at the bag, I do get goosebumps. It is such a special piece. Whenever I take it out, everyone's just like, oh my god, that's such a pretty bag. I do have kind of a love-hate relationship with it because it's not a bag that I can easily wear like these two. But it was never designed to be that kind of bag in the first place. So I kind of have to come with terms to the fact that I may not find myself wearing it that often just because of the nature of what it is. That's pretty much it for my video. Thank you so much for watching to this point. If you're not done watching my videos, I'm going to leave 2 recommendations here for you to check out. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you've not already done that. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.